Detroit done 3-3. Welcome back. Steve here, flying solo. Will's working, but don't worry. We have a good, fantastic episode tonight coming out 7 p.m. Check that out. Hit the subscribe button. We talk Detroit Lions football all the time, guys. I'm telling you right now, that episode that we got coming out at 7 o'clock tonight is going to be a good one. We're talking a little bit of trenches. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil it too much. But that's when you can kind of count on seeing Detroit done 7 a.m., 7 p.m., maybe something in the middle like this episode here. What I'm talking about today is Chase Young. Chase Young, free agent. Last year with the Washington Commanders / San Francisco 49ers, got traded at the trade deadline. Here's the deal. Here's my thoughts on Chase Young. I have to admit that I might have been wrong because last season, 2023, this was my number one guy I wanted Brad Holmes to go get at the trade deadline. He got traded for a third-round pick. I looked at that value and said, damn, Detroit needs an edge rusher opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. I think Chase Young would be the guy. I was kind of disappointed we didn't get him, as was a lot of people. But as he went to San Francisco, I started to see some stuff on Twitter, started to see some rumbling, some chatter that they were even thinking about benching him in the Super Bowl because he takes plays off. So here we are. Friday, March 15th, free agency. Started Monday. It's Friday, end of the week. Is there going to be another big move? Is Chase Young the missing piece to the Detroit Lions? Now, me and Will have been talking. We absolutely love the signing so far. We added DJ Reader just yesterday afternoon. We added Meek Robertson from the Raiders to play cornerback, traded for Carlton Davis to shore up that secondary, signed Marcus Davenport to a one-year deal. And I'm looking at it, and we talked about Marcus Davenport. I just have some questions that I need answers to, and I'm not going to get those answers until the season starts. It's not about his talent or his potential. It's about availability. So let's look at Chase Young. Last season, 7.5 sacks. That's his career high, 7.5 sacks. Even as a rookie, 7.5. It was good enough to win him Rookie of the Year back in 2020. Former number 2 overall pick. So we just signed Marcus Davenport, who was a top 15 pick just a few years ago, not that long ago, to a 1-year, $6.5 million deal. Chase Young, I'm sure he's looking for a little bit more. Number 2 pick, we all know the name. He was an absolute beast at Ohio State. Unfortunately, being a Michigan fan, they dominated us during that time. He was a game wrecker. And coming into the league, he was a guy I really wanted to see in the Detroit Lions, but we weren't in the position to draft him at the time. Number 2 overall pick. I don't know. How do you guys feel about him? Leave it in the comments. I will say this. I trust Brad Holmes, whatever he decides to do. He's made some phenomenal moves so far this offseason, just adding some depth pieces. No monster splashes, just solid guys who are going to come in here and contribute, whether it's in the secondary, on the defensive line, re-signing Graham Glasgow, A+ so far in free agency, I think. I think Chase Young is just a gamble. But I believe Brad Holmes is going to do his homework. He's going to ask around. He's going to check the tape. He doesn't just sit at his desk twiddling his thumbs and flip a coin on if he's going to sign a guy. He's going to look into it. He's going to have way more information than I'm going to have. He's going to talk to coaches, his former coaches, teammates, former teammates. Like he's going to do the whole 9 yards on every single player he signs. I believe that. Another thing about Chase Young, he also has some health concerns. The most games he's ever played in a season is 15. I'm looking at it. He played 9 with San Francisco, 16, I guess. I guess he played a full season this year. It looks like 9 with San Francisco in 2023 and 7 with Washington in 2023. But other than that, 2022, 3 games. 2021, 9 games. So he misses some time too. I know he had that knee injury his second year in the league. He tore his ACL, but I'm not worried about the injury. I worry about just availability. I don't know. Chase Young, hell of a talent, man. 6'5", 264. I like to imagine him on the other side of Aiden Hutchinson, and you could just kind of rotate Marcus Davenport in. But here's the main question. Here is the number one question when it comes to a guy with some question marks is culture. Does he fit the Detroit Lions culture? Is he going to come into this locker room? Is he going to just have that stigma over his head of taking plays off? Is he going to be a good teammate? Is he going to be a good leader, a good veteran for some younger players? What would his role be? Will he be toxic? Will he be a good fit? I don't know. I don't know. When he's a full go, when he's a high motor, when he's locked in, In college, he was unstoppable. His rookie year, he was unstoppable. He's got all the talent in the world. His ceiling is sky high, but there's a little bit of risk. There's a little bit of some question marks. Picturing him and Hutch with DJ Reader, Lee McNeil, man, if it's a scary thought, is it not? Is it not a scary thought to have Chase Young, Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader, Aiden Hutchinson, with Marcus Davenport rotating in, with a secondary that's been repaired, with a number 29 draft pick? Maybe we go out and get a Chop Robinson or move up and get a Dallas Turner. Like, man, this defense would be absolutely filthy. It's not up to me. It's up to Brad Holmes. What does Brad Holmes see? Does he see the same thing? Like I said, man, Brad's got a tough job. He's got a tough job, and sometimes content creators, not us here at Detroit Den, we love Brad Holmes, but he's got a tough job, and sometimes content creators make it even harder, especially fans who are really locked into certain channels and pay attention to what other people are saying. We try to be here at Detroit Den. We try to be firm but fair. We've criticized the team when it's right. You know, we've talked about some third quarter troubles throughout the season that was going on. We've talked about taking points in the NFC Championship. We're firm but fair. We don't just say, man, Brad Holmes sucks. This guy should be fired. He's executive of the year last year. The 2023 draft class was voted the best draft class last season. Criticism for Brad Holmes for having those two titles? I don't understand. But Chase Young, can he stay healthy? Is he a good fit? Is he a high motor guy who's not going to take plays off? So those are the three boxes that need checked for me to be comfortable with that signing. It's not about the talent or the potential. It's, is he going to play or is he going to be hurt? Is he going to come into this team and be a great fit? Is he going to be on the field making plays, or is he going to look lackadaisical out there? 7.5 sacks last season. Is that kind of where the number, is that kind of like his number? Could it be more? I don't know. That San Francisco defense was pretty loaded. Obviously got him to the Super Bowl. They looked phenomenal in the Super Bowl. They just ran into, obviously, Patrick Mahomes. That defense was looking really good up until like halfway through the third quarter, and then Patrick Mahomes kind of started to take over. So that's a defense, man. I just want you guys to just picture that defensive line. Chase Young, Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader, Aiden Hutchinson. That's front four. Jack Campbell, Alex Anzalone, Brian Branch in the box, possibly. Outside, you got Cam Sutton, Carlton Davis, Kirby Joseph, Fatu Melifanu. Like, that defense would be, I'm telling you guys, just picture it. But I got to have those three boxes checked before I'm comfortable with this signing. And it's got to be a very team-friendly deal. I think we only have about $20 million left in free agency money. On top of that, we got to sign our draft class. So funds are kind of getting a little thin. Like, $20 million is a lot of money, but it can go fast, especially in the NFL. So leave a comment down below. Here's the question. Is Chase Young the missing piece this free agency? Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button. Guys, if you're new here, stick around, subscribe. Love to have you as a follower. Detroit Den 313. We're not going anywhere, guys. We will be back 7 o'clock tonight. New episode. Look out for it, guys. Have a good rest of your day.